What's up guys, it's Cobalt here, back with another video showing you some of the custom commissions that I've done. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this little series by now, but if you're not, I make LPS Customs, as you can see here by my mascot, and I take commissions through my Etsy, so if you're interested, there's a link down below in the description. Feel free to place an order with me, or just DM me for a quote, either one works. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right on into these customs. This next commission was for somebody on Instagram. It is supposed to be a custom of the character Carlos Oliveira from Resident Evil 3, but it's sort of like a more animalized, furry version of the character. But this one still falls into my human category of commissions because of all of his hair. That's a lot of hair to sculpt, but I love the way that his hair came out. It's super curly. He's got a lot of hair, and it's definitely one of my favorite parts of this custom. So obviously the hair is sculpted. I also sculpted this spike collar and his outfit, all of his clothes and gear and stuff. I just really love the way that this custom turned out. I think he turned out so cool, and I love the eyes. I feel like I always do something a little bit different with eyes on commissions, but I love the way that this one turned out. They really pop, and I love all of his colors. And he also has a couple of, little strands of hair that have some brown dry brushed into them to give them some more depth. And I did the same on the body with a light wash of black, so you can really see all of the details, make him look a little bit grungier since he is from a Resident Evil game. And then he also has these two tiny little eyelashes that the commissioner included in the reference sheet, which I thought was cute, so I added those onto the custom, of course. And speaking of the reference sheet, here is what the commissioner provided me with their design and plan for the character. And again, I think that he turned out really cool, and I love this custom a lot. The next commission is another one where it was a human character, but then I created a more animal furry version of it for the commissioner. So for this one, they requested a custom of Monica from the game Doki Doki Literature Club, and I came up with this design. They just sort of told me what they wanted. They wanted her to be pink and have a light face, so this is the design that I came up with. I sculpted her bangs, and I sculpted the hair here on the sides. I sculpted her little outfit, and this bow on the back of her head was sculpted using a mold. And overall, I think she's very cute. I just wanted to lean into the very anime style, cutesy style that the game has. So of course, I also gave her some very pretty little anime eyes and these little blush marks on her cheeks, which I thought was a cute design idea as well. And then I also wanted to give sort of a heart motif in her design, so I put these two hearts on her ears, and the marking on her face is sort of a heart shaped as well. And here is what the bottom looks like. Next up is another commission for somebody over on Instagram. It is for this person. They reached out to me asking for a custom sort of inspired by one that I've already made in the past. So this custom might look a bit familiar. It is a redesign of this guy right here, which is a custom that I just made to sell. And this commissioner came up with a redesign, and I think that it is so cute, and it's like way better than my original one. So for this custom, it is a butterfly collie. It is a ear up collie base with some butterfly wings attached and some butterfly antennas attached. Really hoping that it survives shipping and does not break off. But overall, the design is similar but different and definitely improved upon. As I said, I love the little heart designs on both of the ears. I think that's super cute, and I love all of the colors and everything like that. This one also has cute little paws on the bottom. It's got two pink ones and two gray ones, and I love the freckles on the nose as well. And the only thing that's pretty much the same, aside from a few colors, is the eyes. The eyes are basically identical to the old custom, but obviously I think they look better now because it has been some time since I made that other custom, and I feel like I've definitely improved a lot. The next commission was one for somebody on Etsy of their pet dog. I think this one might actually have been a gift for somebody else, but I think this dog is super cute. I don't think I've ever used this base figure for a custom before, or at least not the head. I feel like I've used this body before, but either way, this custom was a lot of fun. He's fairly simple since pretty much all of the colors are white, although you can still see a lot of fur texture in the white details as well, but most of the detail comes in on the face, as most of these customs do. And it also has some brown eyes as well, and of course I couldn't forget to add the little pink paw pads on the bottom. Then we have this commission. This is a custom for Silly's Pet Shops on Instagram, and this custom was so much fun to make. I absolutely love how it turned out. As you can see, it is a gore custom. I love gore customs, and they go into my realistic category on my Etsy shop, which is my cheapest option, although this one was a little bit more expensive than that because it had more sculpted parts, which I really wanted to play around with. Basically, I was allowed to do anything that I wanted with this custom, which I always love doing. And so for this one, I decided to give it like an eyeball falling out, and that is honestly my favorite part of this custom. I think that it looked so cool. So obviously I sculpted the eye socket and the eyeball. I sculpted this wound on its head, and this wound on its chest, wound on the back of its head, and this wound here on the side of its body that sort of goes down to its stomach. I absolutely love sculpting things like that and then painting them. And with these these customs, if you didn't know, I also incorporate actual fake blood into the customs, and then of course I gotta seal all those bloody details with a gloss glaze, so it gives it this super cool and creepy effect. And again, I absolutely love this guy. I also love that it was made from a collie because I love making customs of collies. They're always super fun. Alright, so this custom has a bit of a hard time standing up on its own. You just kind of gotta position it a little bit and then find some balance, because this is a head swap custom. It is a head swap between a sheepdog head and a paw up collie body. I think it's super cute. I had a lot of fun making this one. Its details don't show up the best on camera because it is so dark, but there are a lot of different brown shadings and highlights in the actual black base itself. Well, it's not supposed to be black, it's supposed to be brown, but it's a lot easier to see that in real life. My favorite part of this custom is definitely the eye. I think it turned out super cute, and it's super glossy, and I love it a lot. This was a commission for somebody over on Instagram of their pet dog, and I also love this idea for a head swap. I've never used this head swap before, but I think that it is super cute, and here's what the bottom looks like. I also gave it some little brown paw pads. This was a commission for somebody on Etsy of their original character, and as you can see, they chose the realistic style of commission that I provide, but I think that this one turned out super cool. This is technically one of my gore customs, but it sort of combines the realistic style and the gory style, and I love this one a lot. It was so much fun to make. I decided to add a little bit of clay here and some here as well as on the leg, just to help the scars stand out better and have more texture, and that definitely made the painting process for that a lot more fun as well. And then of course I cut off part of the ear here and added a little bit of clay on there as well, and I also added some clay around the eye to give it this shape to better fit the reference. And here's what the other eye looks like. So for these customs, I can do some minimal sculpting on them just to help the design a little bit better, and I think that this one is super cute. I love the colors as well. She was a lot of fun to make, and here are her little paws on the bottom, of course. I've been doing a lot of realistic customs recently, I just realized, but this is another custom of somebody's pet. It is of their cat. It's a brown tabby cat. I think it's very cute. It is on a bonbon cat base. Technically this one is a head swap because I didn't actually have any prepared bonbon cats. I just had a loose head and then one of the ones where it's like a short hair cat head on this body, but I just switched the head so it was a normal bonbon base. I think this one's super cute. I love his green eyes. They're super bright, and he's got some speckly little toe beans here, and of course lots of stripes, lots of different fur patterns and textures. And the commissioner also wanted me to make sure to include this little pink dot right here, which is a scar that this cat had, and overall I think he's really cute, and I love his little pink nose. The next commission is another realistic custom. Usually when I do realistic customs like this, it is of people's pets, but instead this one is of a random animal. This is of a rowan antelope, and I made it from a deer base, and I sculpted its antlers or its horns here, and then I also had to resculpt one of the feet here just so that it could stand up better, since this one has a little bit of trouble standing. But there we go. It is made from a fake deer base because they make fakes of that now, and I love how glossy this one's eyes are. I really love all of the different colors in this one and the fur texture. I think this is a really cool and interesting looking animal, so I was really excited to make this custom for a commission for somebody. Here is what the back looks like. Don't mind this little drip of Mod Podge that is still drying. That will dry clear, but I just wanted to get this video recorded. Yeah, I think that this custom looks awesome. I really love the colors of it, as I already said. Other than that, not too much to say. I almost forgot to mention I did also sculpt the tail here on the back just to make it a little bit more accurate to the actual animal. This next commission looks a little silly. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I think I did the character pretty accurately, but he is just a bit of a weird looking character in general. So I don't remember the name of this character, but he is from a show called Poppy the Performer. It's like this 3D anime show. I've never actually seen it, but I've seen a fair amount of video essays and stuff like that on it, so I'm pretty familiar with it, and this guy definitely seems like the best and coolest character, so I was pretty happy to make a custom of him. I didn't actually realize this. I always thought the character was purple, but apparently he's actually blue, so I made him this color. This is another new paint color that I picked up specifically for this commission, but I love it a lot. I think it looks very cool, and I'm glad that I was able to find a color that matched him so well. So as you can see, it was made from a Great Dane base figure. I sculpted his mask, and I sculpted his little shorts and painted all the stars on them, and of course I sculpted his fluffy tail as well. Other than that, his paint job is pretty simple, so this one didn't take me too long to make, and of course I also included his little paw pads on the bottom. And that is the last custom that I have to show you guys in today's video. As always, let me know which one of these customs was your favorite, and I'm also curious, do you guys prefer these videos to be a little bit on the shorter side, 5 to 10 minutes, or do you like longer form content for this, like 10 to 20 minutes? Definitely let me know that as well, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!